This is an absolute delight to be here amongst you all. I am Mitushi Ajmera, a mother of 2 children, and I am 44 years old. I am a wellness coach. I was raised in Jaipur, now pretty much settled here in Gurgaon. I am here to present my story, my journey into this world of wellness. From 87 kgs and a broken back to standing strong at 58 kgs and as a health professional. We live in a society that idealizes thinness and shames excess weight, regardless of the cause, making us all aspire to be only thin and not necessarily fit or healthy. To tell you a little bit about my past, I come from a family where priority is taste in food. Health, we all take for granted. That's how it is. It was only my mom who inculcated some bit of healthy habits in us. And like most young people, I was also conscious of my weight. And I was indeed genetically blessed to be so-called thin. But I was also a sickly child catching frequent colds through the year. I gained weight only during my 2 pregnancies. During my first pregnancy, I was 26 years old. And I gained the required amount of weight and lost it all with routine activities. But I still went on a crash diet. This is how I used to be, and I don't know how we women are never happy with our weight. I went on a diet thinking maybe that is the right way to be on a fancy diet, or at least that's how it's made out to be. It was during my second pregnancy, when I was 32 years old, that my weight went to its max and I was about 87 kgs then. By the way, I was clueless here that I carry excess fat. And it was only, so I was happy, my priorities were my 2 children. It was only when my baby, my younger one, turned 8 months that I started thinking about my health. So I joined a gym to exercise regularly because I thought exercise would automatically make me healthier and make me lose weight. So I joined a gym, and by the way, I still recall my breakfast that time. It used to be bread, butter, and with lots of bhujia. That was my breakfast. So casual, I had no clue about nutrition. But then it was after about 6 months of regular exercises and constant reminders from my trainers that I started working on my food. And I became serious about my weight. Again, I thought going on diets is the right thing. So I started doing random diets, watching every calorie or every morsel that went into my mouth. And I was cutting down calories indiscriminately. Then it was, I had no clue about nutrition, about good nutrition, and Google also didn't help. Why? Because Google showed only what I looked for, and I used to look for only low-calorie food and not nutrition. Fine, and then I also started increasing my exercise duration because I had started enjoying my workout and I had more time at hand, I remember. And of course, I thought more was better. I still remember, I used to get a kick out of seeing my clothes drenched in sweat, just like everyone else. So with all this, I did lose weight, and I became decently thin by about, I was 34 when I came down to 64 kgs of weight. So I was almost there at achieving my goal of being thinner. Now, how I became a coach is another story. I always say, I didn't choose my profession. My profession chose me. There was a new trainer in our gym somewhere in July 2012. She saw me exercising and she said, Mitushi, you look like a trainer material. To that, I laughed. But she insisted that I think about it and become one. I wasn't convinced. I was already 35 years old with no appropriate knowledge of exercise. And of course, I couldn't have traveled outside Delhi to study because my younger one was just too small. But as luck would have it, I learned about the Pilates workshop being held in Delhi by Gaio Fitness Academy. Though unsure, I enrolled for it. More for myself than to become a coach. I thought, देखते हैं क्या होता है? But for me to go for 4 to 5 days, I required support of other people to take care of my children while I was away the whole day. It requires a village to raise a child. So it was the combined effort of my family and my friends, without whom my journey wouldn't have even started. But the final push came later. After 15 days of me clearing my Pilates exam, one morning I woke up some weird pain in my back. I thought it's some muscle pull and carried on with my routine activities. There came a point in the evening when I couldn't move. One wrong step or turn would send current shooting through my whole body. Upon showing to the doctor, it turned out to be a grade 2 soft tissue injury. I had never heard of anything like this before. How could tissues tear and sleep? I was shocked, disheartened, and completely confused. I didn't understand. This raised a few questions in my head. What did I do? Where did I go wrong? What did I do to tear these muscles? And how could tissues tear in my sleep? This gave the final push to me, and I decided to take up fitness and health professionally, thereby embarking on my journey into this world of wellness. I hit the books hard on human anatomy, fitness, nutrition, injuries, and all related matters. Step by step, as I got entrenched into this world of wellness, I understood the importance of effective and balanced training, optimum nutrition and supplementation, and value of recovery. So it's only then that I started connecting the dots and I got answers or I got all the answers. So where did I go wrong? How did I tear those muscles? Here were the red flags. 1, overtraining. I used to train for long hours without optimum nutrition and rest and recovery. 2, not eating for a couple of hours post-workout in the fear of undoing the hard work. 3, not taking care of my protein intake. And 4, not even supplementing while being on a calorie deficit. In the absence of good nutrition and excessive training, my body went into a body breaking mode rather than body building. So here, all you young people, take these wellness pointers and avoid these red flags. Moderation is required everywhere. The way zero exercise is bad, excessive exercise is equally bad too, and more so if nutrition and recovery are slacking. Number 2, calorie deficit should be nutritionally dense too. 3, supplements should be considered if you are on a dietary restriction. And 4, keep your diet inclusive and take care of the protein intake. So, all right. So I gained various certifications from international fitness schools like FTI Australia, ISSA America, and EREPS, which is European Association. I used my knowledge to come out of my injuries. I also recall I was diagnosed with chondromalacia of the knees when I was 30. And then I also had, I had hurt my tailbone and 2 discs due to a fall during chikungunya. I came out of these with my positive attitude, kindness towards my body, and diligent practice. A person with such injuries should not bend, run, squat, lunge, or do deadlifts. And I have done 2 half marathons, and I won a vertical marathon. And I lift 130% of my body weight, and I do the spine roll easily after all these injuries. So here, God doesn't call the equipped. He equips the called. He gave me a positive outlook and made me a wellness coach to handle these injuries and to prove that an injury is just a bend and not the end. He also sent me to the best teachers in the first place, Miss Anupama Gopal and Mr. Dilip Hebule of Kayo Fitness Academy, from where my journey had begun. I feel grateful and privileged to be under their guidance and mentorship. I'll also tell you one more thing. The way many families have family diseases, my family also has a few. My dad and all my uncles have diabetes. My mom had rheumatoid arthritis, and so does my nanny and my aunts. So it was my journey of losing weight, injuring myself, and having these family diseases made me a better learner and thereby a better teacher. No certification or education can teach what life experiences do. My life experiences made me more compassionate. It helps me understand my clients better, to get to the root cause of their problems, to suggest a need-based program. When I coach, I see a unique individual, a human being, and not a robotic machine. There cannot be one size that fits all. A human being has feelings, has personal, fitness, and athletic goals, as well as unique circumstances with different mental, physical, habitual, or medical problems. All right, time is running out. Medical problems. Now, so when I coach, I take care of all these. Now, there was another turning point in my life. I was 38 years old, and I decided to cut down on my fat further to get six-pack abs. Six-pack abs in women has its demerit, so I had to be extra careful. And of course, this time I was doing with good nutrition and appropriate exercise. I successfully came down to about 19% fat with some couple of more to go. And I happened to do a professional photo shoot. I was 38. But what did I observe? I looked 10 years older. What was the reason? The reason was low body fat percentage, when the healthy fat range for a woman is 21 to 24. Lesser face fat. I naturally carry less fat on my face, neck, and chest. Third, my hooded eyes. That's how they've been. Fourth, genetically drier skin. This is how my body is, and that's what makes me a unique individual. So here I had two options, either to go for dermal fillers, implants, and carry on with getting six-pack abs, or forget about six-pack abs, stay in the healthy range and gain some fat. I chose the latter. And I made a conscious decision not to follow the norm of having six-pack abs to be a coach and to prove that I'm fit. This gave me, with that, I found my life's purpose. So my aim today is to promote healthy lifestyle and not thinness. Lastly, I'll just say, guys, believe in yourself. Listen to your body. Your body is unique. Carve your body the way you want, not how others want. Doctors and coaches only can guide you to take appropriate steps at appropriate time. They cannot get into your body to make you stronger or healthier, or in fact achieve your goals for you. It's for you to decide your goals and achieve them. And it is all right for your goals to be different than others. That's all from me. Thank you.